I get this question all the time. So here are 5 of my favorite ETFs for Canadians. Up first is VGRO. This is an all-in-one ETF, so it's actually a collection of many other ETFs. That also means that it's very well diversified. So it contains stocks from not just Canada and the US, but also the rest of the world. It contains 80% stocks and 20% bonds, so it's a bit lower risk than just investing in stocks. If you're looking for a really simple way to invest, you can just buy this. So rather than picking out individual stocks or individual ETFs, you can just buy more of this every month and that's it. Up next is VEQT. It is also an all-in-one ETF, so it's very similar to VGRO, but it contains 100% stocks instead of the 80-20 split between stocks and bonds that VGRO has. It's very well diversified, just like VGRO, so it can be a one-stop shop that you just buy more of every month and that's it. You don't buy any other types of investments. Up next is an individual ETF called XIU. This is a TSX 60 ETF, and that means that it contains 60 of the strongest and most successful companies that are listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Now, since all of the stocks in this ETF are Canadian, most people like to pair it with another ETF so that you're not entirely reliant on the Canadian economy for your retirement savings. So another ETF that I like to pair with XIU is called VFV. This is called an S&P 500 ETF, which means that it contains 500 of the most successful and strongest companies in the US. Now, if you pair XIU and VFV, you've got Canada and the US covered, but what about the rest of the world? And for that, I like VIU. And this ETF contains companies from the rest of the world. So it excludes Canada and the US, which I already have included in my XIU and VFV ETFs. And those are 5 of my favorite ETFs for Canadians. All of them can be bought on the Toronto Stock Exchange or the TSX, which means you can use Canadian dollars. And you'll often see them listed with .to on the end of it, which just means that it's available on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So these are my favorites, but as always, do your own research.